Lake Macquarie will soon be home to one of the best mountain bike parks in the country, with a local club securing funds for a major expansion of tracks and facilities at Awabba. It's one of 10 sporting and community projects in Lake Macquarie to share in $3.5 million in state government grants. Fast-paced and fast-growing, the sport of mountain biking is a natural fit for Lake Macquarie.
We're very fortunate to have the mountains, we've got the lake, we've got the coast. It all links very well together now.
The Awabba Park was established a decade ago and now is set to expand.
Your club has received $450,000 and that's an amazing amount of money.
The network of trails will be improved to world-class standard.
It's really exciting because this will put Lake Macquarie on the map. This is a real game changer, I think, for Lake Macquarie. It'll bring international people here.
It's also about making the facility accessible for all abilities.
Families, people that don't necessarily want to go out and compete, they want to come and experience the outdoors and in the bush.
Adaptive cyclist Hank Duchateau from Coffs Harbour is a passionate advocate for the sport.
I bought my first hand cycle, couldn't get round the block. 20 years later, I'm national champion.
And he's backing the club's bold plans.
The club will grow out of this and so will the community. It's great to be able to reward them.
The Morisset PCYC and local swimming pools are among 9 other projects to receive funding under the state government's Stronger Country Communities Fund.
After the break, the debate dividing the country. Should sharks be culled to protect the public?
Also coming up, a North Coast hospital part of a trial to make emergency departments more comfortable and convenient. Unexpected happens, capture it and lodge a quick and easy online claim with Amy. That's not very insurancy.
Like he's actually in the room.
You're with Amy.
Magnum White Almond. Smooth ice cream made with natural vanilla, crunchy Australian almonds, and sustainably sourced cocoa butter. Take pleasure seriously. Magnum for pleasure seekers.
Got a big day ahead? Maybe you've got a big crowd to feed. Or a big case to win. Objection!
To support your mental sharpness and physical energy, start your big day with Barocca.
Sometimes you get a bit emotional. I don't know where that came from. I couldn't, I've got a family. Good grief.
Both of my eyes.
Both of your eyes. $50 million?
No. I just couldn't.
$200 million.
I couldn't. You can't really put a price on your sight.
Don't just think you're insured when your daughter invites a few friends over on social media. No, you are with accidental damage cover with GIO Platinum Home Insurance.
Switching to the NBN access network is something most Australians have to do. To help get the most from your experience, there are a few things that you can talk to your provider about. Evening, girls.
Hi, Brendan.
First, check things like how many devices will be connected and how they'll be used in the busy time between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Your provider can then help select the right speed plan for you. And when you connect, talk to your provider to get help with the setup, like where to put your Wi-Fi modem. Check, select, connect.
With electric headrest and recliner seat, only $1,999. Huge range of colours, also in
Drive Katara.
The culling of sharks shows no sign of stopping following last week's double shark attack in the Whitsundays. A 3.7-metre tiger was the biggest killed today as the Queensland government tries to navigate the issue.
Queensland's big fish learning killing sharks isn't smooth sailing.
We're not culling sharks, we're protecting the public, and that's why we have the drumline, 3 drumlines up there in Sid Harbour.
6 sharks in all have now been killed in the name of public protection. 2 caught today by baited drumlines in Sid Harbour that for now are staying.
Can you imagine the public outcry if anything else happened up there in that particular region during school holidays?
It's very important, not only for the lives of Queenslanders and tourists, but it's also really important for our tourism economy.
Politically, it's a fine line.
Public life is paramount over any other issue.
Any sort of knee-jerk reaction to going out and killing large numbers of sharks isn't a good solution.
Attack victims Justine Barwick and schoolgirl Hannah Papps remain in hospital. In a statement, Justine's husband says the use of drumlines is understandable, but shark attacks are rare and sharks play an important role in the ecosystem of the Great Barrier Reef.
There are urgent calls for more police to help track dangerous child sex offenders across the state, with fears many are going unmonitored or have been lost entirely. The Police Association of New South Wales says the force needs 150 extra officers to trace people on the Child Protection Register, with an additional 102 detectives to investigate suspected child abuse cases.
We just don't have enough police around the state to deal with these issues, and especially dedicated to keeping our kids safe.
It's believed only a handful of the 4,000 registered offenders in New South Wales were proactively monitored, despite concerns they may reoffend.
The ABC has sacked its managing director, Michelle Guthrie, halfway through her 5-year term. ABC chairman Justin Milne said the decision had been made in the long-term interests of the organisation. Ms Guthrie says she's devastated and is considering her legal options.
To finance now, and it was a flat day of trading with the All Ordinaries Index closing nearly 8 points weaker. A mixed day for minerals and resources. BHP Billiton rose 25 cents, Rio Tinto fell 97 cents. Commonwealth Bank shares dropped 0.5%, while Westpac was up 5 cents. Both gold and oil are trading slightly higher. The Australian dollar is down against the major currencies. It's fetching 72.69 cents US.
Australia looks set to join France and send warships through disputed waters in the South China Sea, a move likely to anger China. On another front, the US is preparing to step up its trade war with Beijing, slapping $200 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese imports from tomorrow.
A Chinese Navy ship in Australian waters.
Range 790 yards closing.
The Hongshan was invited here earlier this month to take part in multinational war games. But many nations now worry that China is more of a regional threat than an ally.
We are very conscious that China is more and more assertive.
The South China Sea to Australia's north is one of the world's busiest trade routes, but over years and in defiance of international law, Beijing has laid claim to most of the vital waterway and has turned a string of islands into military bases. And it has been aggressively asserting its rights over the waters. Rights that are not recognised by other countries.
Both Australia and France share a common view, which is that the South China Sea is international waters that we are entitled to navigate.
So Australia and like-minded nations are planning to step up their missions through the sea.
How we could together better coordinate what we are doing in the South China Sea.
The United States is also keen to step up naval exercises with nations in the region. And on the economic front line, from tomorrow, America will slap $200 billion worth of import taxes on Chinese goods.
Here's what's different in this administration. To the extent one wants to call this a trade war, we are determined to win it.
And in that battle, Australia might be the loser. Chris Ullman, NBN News.
Now to Gavin Morris for a quick look at the weather. And Gav, it's been a bit wet along the coast today.
Yes, plenty of showers streaming in, affecting areas around Newcastle, Central Coast. Some pretty good falls there around Laurelton and surrounds of 30 to 40 millimetres accumulated. That shower activity is going to contract to the northeast corner of New South Wales and into southern Queensland as that southerly spreads its wings a little further north right along the east coast. Inland, a couple of showers, mostly around or north of the Whydah, but the majority of the northwest still remaining fine and dry. All of your local details headed your way a little later.
Thanks, Gav. Ahead in the news, Australian filmmaker James Ricketson, home from Cambodia and reunited with family.
And what were the secret touches behind Meghan Markle's wedding gown?
As many as 2 in every 7 vehicles in Australia have been installed with faulty Takata airbags. These airbags have the potential to seriously injure or kill their drivers and passengers. Is your vehicle one of them? Enter your number plate at ismyairbagsafe.com.au or text Takata to 0487 airbag. Replacement is free.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. The knees, the hips, the lower back especially. If the foot isn't properly aligned, all of these joints are going to function incorrectly. That results in a lot of muscle tension and chronic pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that the right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment. So all the joints of the rest of the body will be aligned properly as well. And when the body's aligned, we can reduce the risk of injury and chronic pain.
See if they work for you at Good Feet Store Katara.
O'Neill's Tyre and Auto Care, providing quality service since 1961. If you need tyres, suspension or a battery, wheels, brakes or a service, O'Neill's Tyre and Auto Care.
A spectacular lakeside location for your special wedding day. Jesse's on the Water at Valentine Bowling Club. Amazing views, private function room for an unforgettable celebration. Jesse's on the Water, valentinebc.com.au.
Hipsters. Jack, you're even smarter with your money now.
Handcrafted those? Handcrafted.
So take out APIA home insurance plus car insurance and you'll get 10% off both. It's time to switch to APIA.
Feel like you're being left behind by settling for one of the big 4 banks? Well, don't wait for a sign to start getting ahead. Discover the way banking should be with Newcastle Permanent. Wow! 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 Get the wow factor in your home with new carpet from Anderson's and be wowed by our unbeatable guarantees, like our lowest price guarantee. Wow! Only at Anderson's.
Good price. No price. $50 million? No. 200 million. You can't really put a price on your site. So if they're that valuable to you, shouldn't you look after them? A Specsavers Eye Health Check can help detect eye conditions early